Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm actually going to review a product. And I've kind of been in a big debate about this review for the last couple of days. Partly because I don't know if I really want to talk necessarily bad about a product on the internet. I think it's important to just talk about the products that I really like. But then what occurred to me is it's not necessarily that this product is bad. It's just different than what you might be expecting, which is the problem that I had and wanted to share with you guys. So to kind of unveil the mystery, what I want to talk about is Sigma brushes. And for those of you who don't know, Sigma brushes are kind of like the high-end brush line out there. They're the big name out there, and they're a big part of what a lot of YouTubers use. First off, what I want to talk about is really what I wanted to tell you about and kind of my experience. So I had decided to go ahead and kind of splurge and place an order for some Sigma brushes. I bought 5 brushes, and those 5 brushes cost me $92, and that's kind of a lot of money. But I really wanted to know if these brushes were worth it. I had gotten some cheaper options that I really liked, but you know, I keep hearing how these brushes are just gonna change your makeup game. So I was like, well, I really should just eventually splurge and just do it. So I did. I will show you, like I said, I got 5 brushes, 3 eye brushes and 2 face brushes, and I will show you each of the brushes. And again, this isn't necessarily about the quality of the brushes, because quite frankly, they are all quite nice and quite well made, for the most part. Now, the brush that I want to talk to you about today is the E40. Now, most of you are going, the what? But the E40 is a style of brush. This is the brush that every big time YouTuber uses. It is the blending brush. It is, again, the brush that was supposed to change my makeup game. So I ordered it, and it was probably the brush that I was the most excited about. So when this arrived, I was really disappointed and really, quite frankly, surprised. So as you can see, essentially it's just a long skinny brush, but let me show you up close what I actually got. So you can see it's kind of a fluffy brush, but let me go ahead and spin it for you so then maybe you can see part of the problem. It's right there. Look at it again. It's miscut. It's long on one side, shorter on the other. That's part of the problem. The other thing is that this is supposed to be a big, fat, fluffy blending brush. Let me show you how it looks on my eye. Now keep in mind, I feel like I have small eyes, and that I don't really have a lot of real estate up here as a general whole. And so let me show you what happens. Yes, it kind of blends, but do you see how it kind of also sticks together? It essentially doesn't really fluff out. What I was hoping for was something more similar to this brush. This brush is from BH Cosmetics. This brush cost me $3.50. You guys have seen me use it a million times before, but see how much territory it covers? What that does is just help soften up the lines. It blends everything out. This, I'd have to be on the line, and all I would be blending is just that line, and ultimately in the end, how much blending is that really doing? So what I did was I wrote to Sigma and I was like, I think something's wrong. It just doesn't feel right. I'm like, it's not necessarily that it's badly made other than it being miscut. I'm like, but it just didn't seem right. It wasn't nearly as fluffy as what was pictured on the web and what is still pictured on the web as I was anticipating it to be. And maybe I had very bad expectations. That's entirely possible. So I did email with someone with Sigma. She asked me to send her pictures, and I did. So this was the final response that I got from Sigma in regards to my situation. And I want to read it to you exactly as they wrote it to me so that you will understand why I wanted to talk about this today. So It says, after reviewing the photos, this E40 does not appear to be defective. Sigma strives to be innovative and ever-changing with the quality of our brushes. And recently, our brushes have been going through new developments. We are currently in the process of transitioning our brushes to synthetic bristles, which I can tell you, this is a synthetic bristle. And that didn't bother me. That wasn't part of my concern. Our new synthetic bristles are designed to hold their shape better than our previous natural bristles. Synthetic bristles are also designed for more long-term use and less prone to fraying, product absorption, and breakage. Transitioning from natural bristles to synthetic bristles may alter the shape of certain blending brushes, specifically the E40, the tapered blending. So basically what they've said is that this is the new shape of this brush. This brush is not what it was before, and it will not be what it was before. So this brush is going back, and I'll let you know, this brush was $16. So you can imagine my huge disappointment as to what I received. So again, I just wanted to kind of let you all know that essentially what you see a lot of these big time YouTubers like Jaclyn Hill, Casey Holmes, Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished, a lot of these YouTubers use and will tell you they're amazing. And like I said, it's not the quality, but when you expect to get what you see them using, that's not what you're gonna get if you order from now on. Okay, so with all of that being said, I do want to talk about the other brushes. And again, these brushes I'm absolutely satisfied with, and I'm so happy that I ordered them, and I'm so happy that I got them. So since we're in the eye brush mode, let me go ahead and show you the other two eye brushes. So the first one is the and I have a cat hair, is the E25, and it's kind of what they call a blending brush, but you can see it's a little more flat, but it's also a little more round, so it's kind of, but the nice thing about that is you can really get into the crease, but you can also turn it wide and help blend everything out that way. This is a, well, it should be a goat hair, but it might be synthetic now, but usually they're typically goat hair. That's usually what the bright white brushes mean. So it's a little bit like stiffer, and again, will just help blend everything out. The last brush I got is the E30 brush, last eye brush I should say I got is the E30 brush, and this is a pencil brush, and the way you use this is essentially here on the under eye. I wanted to get something that truly wasn't officially a pencil brush. So like I said, I also got two face brushes. The first one that I got was the F80, which is a flat top kabuki brush. So this is potentially, well, I have used it and I do really like it, for foundation. So that's what I'll be using this brush for. That's kind of the intended use, is to kind of help you put on all your foundation. And the other brush is the F35. This is called a tapered highlighter, and the way I wanted to use it was essentially here under my eye to help put on translucent powder and highlighting powders here under my eye. Again, these other four brushes I am 100% thrilled with. I couldn't have been happier with what I received, and I'm so glad that I placed the order for these items. But the one item that I was truly most looking forward to has become the biggest disappointment. So again, this is mostly just kind of like a PSA to let you know that this has changed shape, and it is not what you see with the other YouTubers using. And I thought I should at least share that so that if you go forward, you would know what you were getting and you wouldn't be as disappointed as I was. I hope this all helped. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe and give me that thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.